You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. I'm buzzing today. I'm happy, I'm glad, I'm excited. Finally, it seems Arsenal have finally sealed a deal. So, reports reaching me this evening is that Brighton have finally accepted the bid of 50 million pounds for Ben White, the defender in which Arsenal has been all over all summer long. So defender from Brighton finally they've accepted 50 million euros, 50 million pounds bid from Arsenal. So let's see the way that pans out as the days go by. Also, there is the news that Sambi Lokongo's bid, Arsenal's bid for Sambi Lokongo to is close to being accepted. Hopefully, we can finally leave this. We can finally get out of this bids getting rejected and Arsenal not been able to complete any signing so far. So that's that about that. Also looking forward to the round of 16, yeah, of the Euros. Let's see what our star boys can do in the next level from Tierney to Saka. Let's see what they can do moving forward for Spain, for England and Scotland respectively. And it was really painful, sad, and sorrowful to see Hungary go out yesterday. They played their blood and sweat on the pitch. It started from 1-0, Hungary leading, then Germany equalized, then Hungary scored once more, and then Gretoska equalized for Germany to at the tail end of the game in the 80, I think 80 something minutes, in the late 80s, and that was the way the game ended. They drew well. They take consolation from the fact that they had a 2-2 draw against Germany, and they also had a 1-1 draw against France. So at least they can take consolation from that. What actually marred their campaign was the whitewash from Portugal. It was really crazy. Portugal had beaten them 3-0 in the first game of the tournament, and that really affected their flow as the tournament went on. So that was what basically happened to them. So sad, sorrowful, painful, pitiful, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. France also tried to get maximum 3 points against Portugal yesterday, but Cristiano Ronaldo, he made the difference in that game. So the game ended as a 2-2 draw, and Portugal ended up qualifying as one of the best losers in the tournament. So that's that about that. Let's see what pans out in the round of 16. I think the round of 16 is starting by Monday. So let's see what happens in the round of 16. So back to our very own dear Arsenal. It's looking like the purported transfer kitty is that okay. That reminds me. So Mavropanos is off to Stuttgart for an initial loan and a payment of 500,000 euros, 500,000 pounds. So at least it's not so bad. At the end of the day, we are actually getting something from him. It's just that it's sad that all through the while since he's been signed up until now, he never really got a chance to prove himself for the squad. He was either on loan out or he was injured, so it's really painful. It's really painful. He's been at Arsenal since the days of Wenger, and he never really had a chance to make an impact. From Wenger's time to Emery's time to Arteta's tenure, he never really got a chance to make his impact. So sadly, he's having to leave now. But at least he's not living on a free. So that's a bit of good news. Even though the price he's living for is almost insignificant, but at least at the end of the day, he's living for something. So Arsenal can make do with that. There's also the news on a deal for Guendouzi by Marseille. I think that is pretty much agreed already. Guendouzi has agreed on personal terms with Marseille, so it's just left for the teams to come to an agreement. It's actually sad that such a player is having to leave, but on the other hand, when you look at the fact that the player himself has a lot of issues regarding his attitude, so it's then not so sad because he had issues at Lorient, where he was coming from. He had issues at Arsenal regarding his attitude. He also had issues at Hertha Berlin, where he went on loan last season. So it's nice that at least Arsenal is having to offload him. Just hope we can agree a reasonable and meaningful transfer fee for him, because at least even though his side is leaving in some way, at least we should be able to get something reasonable so that at least we can then pour into our transfers and be able to bring in all the juicy and beautiful guys that we are looking at bringing in to bolster our squad against the upcoming season. Yeah, so that would be nice to see. There's still no update on our very own Xhaka yet, even though to some extent I believe Xhaka won't be leaving. I just don't know why. I just have that sort of conviction that he won't be leaving. I feel Arsenal would be looking to complete a signing of a replacement first before letting him leave. That's what I feel. So I don't, even if he will leave, I don't see him leaving early in the transfer season. See him leaving maybe at a later point. And I think that that's why Arsenal is holding on their 20 million bid. I have a feeling that even if Roma agree to pay that money, Arsenal will still come up with another higher transfer fee for him. So that's just what I feel regarding that. On the Toni Kroos exchange for Aubameyang, there's still nothing coming in from there. No updates yet. On Mahrez and on the inquiry on Mahrez and Sterling, I think that's where it started and that's where it ended. No updates. No, nothing on that yet. So let's just look forward to the end of Euros and the Copa America. On our Twitter handle at Gunners Community 2. So community instead of the TY you have 2 there. So you can follow us there so that you can see the match schedules for the preseason. So from the Florida Cup to the Mind Series, which is the tournament that has Arsenal, Chelsea, and Tottenham, to the match against Hibernia and the match against Rangers. Arsenal has I think a celebration of 150 years anniversary, but I don't know if it's Arsenal's anniversary or Rangers anniversary, but I know one of them is doing an anniversary, and then the Rangers and Arsenal are having to play to commemorate that anniversary. So that's also part of what we have in store for the preseason. So Florida Cup, the Mind Series, the game against Hibernia, the game against Rangers, and a few other games. Then the commencement of the league, which is scheduled to commence, I think, on the 13th of August, if I'm not mistaken. So if you follow us there, you get updates on that, and you also get updates on Arsenal transfers, Arsenal news from the male team to the female team, also to the unders, so the junior, the reserve and academy teams. So follow us on Twitter and then you get updates on all of that. So this brings to an end. Basically, this brings to an end today's episode of the Gunners Community TV channel. So you can like, subscribe, and also share, so that at least we can get to reach more people, and at least we can get to have people who will be willing to tag along, so that at least we can have a better, more robust, and more fun-filled episode coming up next. So just watch out. as time goes on, just like I promised you yesterday, as fellow Arsenal fans like myself will be coming in so that we can discuss, juxtapose, and review the performances of our guys. That reminds me, I've not really seen much from Xhaka or Tierney or even Saka in the Euros. That's not like Arsenal guys. They always turn up. But let's see the way things go. At least the tournament is just a few days old, so let's see as things go. I believe the guys would turn up as time goes on, and then hopefully bring back the trophy. I expect England to go far. I'm not sure they can win it, but I'm expecting England to go far. I think the teams that who are likely to win it is between Germany and France, because both squads actually have a relatively young squad as opposed to the other teams, and also they have a young, thriving and vibrant squad. So that's why I believe those two are likely to lift the trophy. Spain has a fairly good squad, but I think the placement of Alvaro Morata as their top nine is a letdown on their end. I think it's a letdown on their end because the guy has been shooting blanks in the last two games, and that's really sad. Karim Benzema too was shooting blanks until yesterday when him and Ronaldo came head to head, and they both scored two goals apiece in that game. It was a thrilling encounter that ended 2-0. Two goals, a two-goal draw exactly. So 2-2 from both teams, Portugal and France. So just like I said, that's pretty much what we have for you today. Like, share, subscribe. Hopefully, by the next episode, which is tomorrow, we'll get to have someone else joining me. So you get to see other Arsenal fans tagging along. So thank you. Until next time. My name remains Ayobami, your host.